Usually the semis and at least the finals are pretty good at doing it, but let's go ahead and introduce our players here. In the top left-hand corner of Lost Hope, it is the previous Mother Clucker presenting Team Aftermath. It is Snockstar.
Yes, and his opponent in the lower left-hand corner, our Vanguard player. It is Percival. Goes by many names, but I'm going to stick with Percival.
He goes by Elks.
I wonder if...
Miosotis.
Yeah. And also these two Korean characters.
I'm pretty sure that translates to Miosotis.
Oh,
but
it could.
I will translate it right now. Korean to English. No, it doesn't. I remember this was something crazy.
Yeah.
Sulfate of soda.
Oh,
That's right. That
so
is
sick. That's way cooler. Honestly.
Fucking way cooler.
But also Percival. So.
But also Percival, which probably many of you know.
At least for the last tournament, was the highest rated Vanguard player that we had in the tournament. So, well, just on the ladder. So, going to be a very good match here between these two.
Ooh, this is an interesting maneuver here. Now, okay. I'm just inspecting here. Snockstar actually going for the top right health camp first.
Oh.
And I think, this is actually kind of genius because Percival is going to take his dogs to, well, he could have taken them to Snockstar's health camp. And, you know, sometimes you see the dogs try to get in there and snipe one of the slimes. You're pretty... Oh, look at this. This is... Okay, this is so cool.
Oh, he's just going to leave it?
He's going to leave it so that he doesn't know that he's taken it. He doesn't know where his army's located.
I mean, it's also a really good 4-player map strategy, right? Because these dogs are unlikely to check every single camp on a base, on a map this big. So it's going to be a lot easier for Snockstar to get away with this. Yeah, he's just leaving them.
So big.
And he could just send one fiend over to take both of these. Ooh, but hold on. The dogs are diving in. They are all getting veterancy. Triple veterancy on 4 of these dogs. And suddenly these brutes are in a little bit of trouble. He's going to hit the slimes to try to help them out.
Not going to work, though. Snockstar being a bit greedy, I would say, with his creeping here. And now Percival on top of the expansion. He's actually going to leave it, though. Might just be wanting to favor going for the brutes here. Snockstar happily creeping. He did capture that health camp, though, so I don't know if that was actually intentional or if he just couldn't get his units out of there in time.
Yeah, he did leave the fiends back there to finish that off, and now seeing that, Percival might just leave these dogs here to keep working on that shrine. But it does finish up, and it looks like he's going to have to back off for now.
So I believe that, again, I think this works similarly to how it does in StarCraft 2, that constructing buildings don't have any armor, but then once they're finished, they get all the armor there. So that 15 armor surge, actually pretty significant here. And the Fiends now running in.
Oh, yeah, this is a really nice defense from Percival, though. Healing up the dog, veterancy on that dog, and that's going to allow the other ones to get back. And these Fiends are just going to get taken out and chased off.
So Snockstar does need to do something here. He's got tier 2. He's got the ritual chamber. We actually see he's rushing. Sorry, he doesn't have it yet, but he's rushing the greater shrine. And this is something I've seen Infernals try to do to hold this, like, that scary potential dog rush or dog exo build, is get a fast tier 2 just so that you can get the Super Shroud Stone. You can see he's banking that 50 Animus. He's not using that Resurgence. He wants to hang on to that, have it in his back pocket, because it deals so much DPS. Dogs do not have a lot of health. Their primary, like, you know, survival mechanic is just being super fast. But I'm pretty sure Super Tower kills a dog in 3 hits. And now we see Percival actually scouting around and seeing, I think that a lot of these camps have actually already been creeped. So Snockstar kind of pulling the rug out from under Percival here, at least when creeping's concerned. And has already taken so much of the map. He puts a Super Shroud Stone down immediately just to have it. And I think start putting it on cooldown again. So this is definitely some decision-making process for Infernals. Do you want to save it for the surprise, maybe get an extra dog, maybe an extra dog or two even? Or do you want to put it down straight away and start putting it back on cooldown? Because it does have a pretty long cooldown.
We do have Exos running across the map now for Percival. He seems like he's got the amount of dogs he wants. They pretty much all have some sort of veterancy, and he's going to start trying to push in here. He does see that Super Shroud Stone, though, and it looks like he's going to back off for now and just try to kite back against these Brutes and Fiends.
Yeah, I mean, the super part of the Shroud Stone has finished. It only lasts 30 seconds,
Ooh.
so it is just now a normal Shroud Stone again. Ooh, and the dogs are going to run by completely and try to cut off the reinforcements, maybe looking for a surround on these Gaunts here. Infestation does come out, hits a lot of those Exos, but the numbers here are looking very scary as Noxstar is forced to pull some Imps.
Yeah, that is very not ideal here as these Gaunts are trying to hold on, but the Brutes are pretty much all dead, and he's just trying to micro back to that Shroud Stone now, but this Effigy is going to go down as well, and Percival is really pushing in on this.
Yeah, he sees that his Exos can actually outrange the tower there, so this Shroud Stone, bit misplaced. Plague Axes are done, but there's just way too much here for Percival. I mean, he is up over 30 supply on Snockstar here. Snockstar is going to try to fight it out with the last of his Gaunts there, but that's just going to be GG. And our Mother Clucker Snockstar has finally lost a map in the Goblin Cluckfest tournament series.
Yeah.
That's the first map he's actually dropped in our series. So,
And that's a bit of a rematch from last time's semifinal. So Percival getting his revenge in that one. It is worth noting that Snockstar had a Magmadon pop out right at the end there, which I feel like he was hoping he could get that out in order to defend the dogs, but Percival just hit right at the perfect timing, where that was not possible.
Mean, even with the Magmadon there at the end, you definitely need that out right as that attack is hitting, or very shortly after, because once the Exo number gets too high, I mean, it's just, that Magmadon just gets shredded.
Yeah, like you said, the Exo's doing extra damage against it, and there were so many Exos there by the end. Really nice transition from Percival.
I do wonder, was that the best position for that Shroud Stone? You know, I think dropping it early is fine so that you can start putting it on cooldown, but at the same time, you know, not having it in range of a majority of that fight there, he could have had it, you know, closer so that he could hold the ramp. I think that would have been a much more effective position for him, and I think that really actually cost him quite a lot in that game. Maybe even cost him the game overall.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good point that Percival was able to consistently micro away from that, and it didn't feel like it got too many hits off on anything.
On that map, for sure, the ramp is your best friend, and I feel like Snockstar was just not able to utilize it to its full extent. But now we're heading into game number 2. He's down a map, but our Mother Clucker is not out yet, representing Team Aftermath. It is Snockstar. Should the Imps have pants on?
Oh, they do? Look at that. They got little pants on.
They got little shorts.
They got little shorts on. You know what? It's a imp short summer right there.
Imp short summer.
His opponent in the lower left-hand corner up 1-0, looking to get to the grand finals. It is Percival. Bobs do not have pants. They got bare metal legs, shiny metal asses, if you will.
Do you think he should bite those shiny metal asses by chance?
I think that's a good idea, actually. Yeah. The dogs have shirts on. It's kind of what it looks like. Yeah, they have like little jackets on.
They got little
very cute.
harnesses. Yeah.
We love that.
Love it.
I guess it's more of a loincloth that the imps have. Sorry, I'm still on this.
No, it's good. The t-shirt, I do want to have the most updates on the clothing accessories of the units.
I'm actually noticing a lot of loincloths for Infernals now. Now that I'm thinking about it, it makes sense, but
balance patching, sure.
Yeah, it's fine.
Fixing the meta, okay.
Sure.
Optimizing performance, I guess so. but you know, really texturing out and increasing the graphics on these loincloths. They are a loincloth race. I've never looked at this until now, but the brutes also have a loincloth, and so does the Hexen.
The Hexen also has a loincloth. It's loincloths for days.
Loincloths for days. The Fiends, I feel like, would have loincloths if they had legs.
Yeah, they don't have anything below their would-be waist. Have we noticed this Iron Vault in the corner? Do you see this proxy Iron Vault?
I have not seen that. That is...
Are you familiar with this strategy? It's also the brute is going all the way across the map.
Going...
Uh-oh. It's rallied.
All right.
This is...
Well, he's over here.
This is new innovative strats. This brute is just going to be seen.
It's just walking through the vision camp. Percival is just... like, what in the world?
How did it get over there?
How did it get all the way over there? It's now going to sit at... Okay, so now he's fixed the rally, it looks like. There's a brute now sitting nearby, and it looks like this is just going to be a triple conclave all-in. A Hellforge is finishing the Sundering Soul Frenzy upgrade, which means that the Fiends that spawn when you manually split brutes, so it's only when you manually split them, are going to be moving 25% faster.
Ooh.
And in they go here.
Yeah, forcing an immediate cancel. The dogs coming back in. They are going to get a surround on one of these brutes, but instead they're going to try to dive for the Hexen, and they will get it. That's a really nice grab there.
It's a nice grab, but honestly, it's not the end of the world. It is extra DPS, and you do obviously get some huge value out of the skull, but the brutes are going to be your primary damage dealers here.
Yeah, and there's some Bobs just caught out in the corner here. Effigy goes down to give the extra white hit points to these brutes, and the dogs are going to come in. They kind of have to fight this out right now. The Bobs are doing their best in the corner. I feel like this is an okay engagement for Percival so far, though.
Well, he's fighting in the health camp, and he's doing a great job holding it there. It looks like these brutes might start to run out of their numbers relatively quickly. But as I say that, 3 more brutes starting to pop in, and he splits all these Fiends. Again, they have that move speed increase, so these dogs are not going to be able to kite away as easily here. But Percival doing such a good job. GG gets called, and Snockstar.
Snockstar going for a cheeky build, but a great hold from Percival. Getting those quick exos out, too, helping it out. And Percival takes the 2-0 win here to go to the finals.
Percival taking the 2-0 win. Our Mother Clucker has been dethroned.
He's been clucked.
The seat is open in a twist of fate. Wow. Wow, wow, and wow.